thanks for joining us this evening for instant analysis about the Texas-Houston football game that just went down. Texas wins 31-24 after leading 21-0 early. It was kind of a shaky go at it, especially in the second half. Here with me, KXAN sports reporter and anchor Jonathan Thomas. Jonathan, just your initial thoughts on this thing. I mean, it looked like it was going to be a runaway, and then Houston got back in it.
Yeah, better to be lucky than good, right? No, I'm just joking. A win. No, I mean,
totally wrong.
All that stuff. A win is a win. All those cliches, you plug any one of them in for this game here, Billy. I mean, Texas very fortunate to walk out of there with a win. There was a lot that they had to overcome. And there might be some stuff they have to overcome going forward. I'm sure we'll get to the Quinn Ewers injury a little later. But yeah, I mean, it was a game that kind of seemed like a throwback to last year and previous years, where this game kind of reminded me of the Texas Tech game from last year, where Texas had a lead, was in control early, and then Tech, then led by Donovan Smith, who was the quarterback for Houston today.
Same guy.
Same guy. And he almost did the same thing. Almost led his team to the same result, a victory. Houston slowly but surely came back, and next thing you know, they were only down by a touchdown at halftime, came right back out, scored on their first drive in the second half to tie it, and after that, it was a total grudge match, going forward. But Texas made the plays when they needed to make them, and that's all that matters. I mean, this is, margin of victory can be very slim sometimes, but at the end of the day, as long as you got more points than the other team, doesn't really matter how it happens. Mm-hmm. So, Texas 6-1 overall, 3-1 in the Big 12. They got what they came there for. But yeah, definitely a very interesting way that they did it.
Yeah, Steve Sarkisian in the post-game press conference, he's just, you could see the look of relief on his face.
Yeah.
He opened it with, "I'm happy we won." And when you're opening press conferences like that, things kind of went a little haywire, especially in the second half. I mean, we just go through this game. First two drives, Texas looks unbeatable. I mean, it's just two touchdown passes, one to Adai Mitchell, one to Xavier Worthy. The Xavier Worthy pass, Ewers put that in a perfect spot, right in Worthy's little breadbasket there as he's running down the field, 42-yard touchdown. Savion Red comes in early second quarter. Their Wildcat package that they love to use on fourth down. By the way, I think every fourth down conversion, they brought Red in to run the ball.
And there were a lot of them, too.
Yeah.
A lot of fourth down conversions.
Yeah, there were, I believe, 3 for 5 on fourth down.
They were acting like it was Madden, like me back in the day on Madden as a kid. Just like, it's fourth down, I don't care, I'm going for it.
Right. Except they didn't throw a 50-yard bomb. They actually did the reasonable thing and ran the ball. So Texas goes up 21-0, just big, and it looked like they were going to just boat race Houston in their own place. And then Donovan Smith got going. Hits Matthew Golden, 32-yard touchdown, middle of the second quarter. Right as the second quarter's ending, he hits Joseph Manjack for a 21-yard touchdown, gets him to the touchdown heading into halftime. Houston gets the ball, first drive, second half, run down the field and score, another touchdown from Smith to Golden. Teams trade field goals late in the third, middle of the fourth. And then freshman C.J. Baxter, who, as we all know, all the talent in the world, but he's been beat up, he's been injured. He scores what amounted to be the game-winning touchdown on a 16-yard run there with, 5:37 left in the quarter. And then Texas is able to stop Houston on their next drive. They get a 4th and 1. It looked like they may have gotten the first down on a run, third and short. Stacey Snead, it looked like he got to the line to gain, which is about the 9-yard line. But the referees, the referee's the guy in the white hat. The officials conferenced, they said he was half a yard short. Tim Brando on the broadcast disagreed vehemently.
Yeah, a lot of Houston fans and non-Longhorn fans disagreed as well with the ref.
Yeah,
or the officials.
And yes, the officials.
Don't jump on.
And then I almost call him Jonathan Smith. That's the Oregon State coach. That's my guy. Donovan Smith rolls to his right and just throws a bad pass towards Stephon Jackson on 4th and 1. Texas takes over. They're able to run the clock out and get out of there with the win. Jonathan, I know you kind of raised your eyebrows at that last play call by Dana Holgorsen in Houston. I mean, kind of seemed like 4th and 1 you might want to run it again because they had a timeout left.
Yep.
And they were well within. I mean, they would have put them at the 9-yard line with a first down. So there's about a minute left. Kind of seemed like instead of trying to do something that takes a lot of time to develop, a lot of moving parts, kind of seemed like you'd want to just try to stuff up the middle again and get that half a yard.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm no offensive coordinator, but I think that was a classic situation. We see it a lot in football at all levels where, people may try to, outsmart themselves sometimes. I think you got to go with a simple play or a simpler play overall there because it is 4th and inches at the end of the day. I have no problem with even a pass play, but, something to where, as you perfectly said, doesn't take as much time to develop because that Texas defense, has been good all year. They were solid today. I know Houston, obviously Houston put up, they were in a position to, tie the game or take the lead if they went for 2, which would have gave them over 30 points had they done that. So I know Houston, they put points on the board, but Texas still has an incredibly talented defensive unit. And, they were still able to get a lot of key stops when they needed to. So I don't think I would want to, if I'm Houston, I don't want to give Texas, a chance to really be like, all right, like let's lock them down here. I would want to do something a lot simpler where we can just get those few inches and figure it out going forward. I wanted to go to a couple of things.
He's got his phone out.
Well, it's more like it's just more. Well, it's more. Well, I was looking at numbers, but the thing that actually popped in my head though before I was going to throw numbers out there, I think that's your job.
Sure
is so for Texas. We're talking about Houston, trying to do too much with the play calling. I think Texas was trying to do too much too with the play calling. Again, I'm not an offensive coordinator. I am not nearly the caliber of an offensive mind that Steve Sarkisian has, or Kyle Flood for that matter. But I think that their big mistake today was going away from the running game for so long. I know Quinn Ewers had a really good day before he got hurt. He was dealing. He had only had one incompletion well into the third quarter, and then he had a couple of incomplete passes, but I think he only finished with 6 incompletions. I think
that's correct, 23 or 29.
Yeah, so it's not like it's not like he completely fell apart, but he had such a hot start. But the thing is though, is that the Texas suffers from a little bit of an identity crisis sometimes offensively, where their running game will be going so well. You got Jonathan Brooks, who's an outstanding back. 1 yard short of 100 yards rushing today. Obviously, Baxter, you mentioned him, outstanding back. I mean, they've got, Keelan Robinson, when he comes in there, he can be effective. They have, talented running backs, and they have a good offensive line. Why not pound the rock more? And when it's working, keep doing it. Because it was working, but the problem is sometimes they get a little too, okay, well, that's working to set up the pass, and then next thing you know, instead of running to set up the pass, all they're doing is passing. And I think that also kind of got them in trouble. Houston got hip to that, and Houston was kind of, shutting them down a little bit. Even when, it's not even just about, well, these are completions. Yeah, these are completions leading to what, though? If they're completions leading to 3 and outs, or punt, you get a 4th down conversion, but you got to end up kicking a field goal because you can't get into the end zone. Then what are we doing here? I think that was a big thing. I think that really deflated Texas today, they've got to keep running the football. The running game is where it's at. From what I've seen so far this season, when they do that and they keep doing it, then their offense is unstoppable, because then when they do decide to throw it, it is wide open, you know? But it's the running game that's going to carry you to a potential Big 12 championship if they make it there.
And we'll see how much they run the football depending on Ewers' injury severity. Shoulder injury, Sarkisian said. It looked like it was suffered on that scramble there late in the third quarter where he took an absolute shot from the Houston linebacker and tried to play through the injury. Like, he played the rest of the third quarter, finished the rest of the drive that ended in a Bert Auburn field goal. And then Malik Murphy came in the fourth quarter, only threw the ball twice, completed one of them for 7 yards. They kept the ball on the ground pretty much exclusively with Malik Murphy in there. So
and it worked out.
And
it worked out.
We'll see if Ewers is on the shelf for an extended period of time, or maybe just, next week. We'll know more about that on Monday when Sarkisian gives his weekly press conference. Or maybe he'll wait until Thursday to tell everybody. Who knows? But that being said, Jonathan Brooks, 20 carries, 99 yards. I would have liked to see him get in the end zone. I like to see running backs get rewarded when they have really good games, between the goal lines.
And Billy, I'd like to see people named Jonathan get rewarded as well.
Sure, of course. That just makes sense. That would have been his 5th consecutive 100-yard game had he got to 100 yards, but he fell a yard short. So a little bit of a bummer there, but I'm sure he'll take it with the win,
right,
as most leaders would. C.J. Baxter, 6 carries for 42 yards. That's 7 yards a pop. That's pretty good. And then Savion Red, as we said, he comes in typically short yard situations, 4th down, apparently. Has 3 carries for 9 yards. One of them was a 1-yard touchdown. That was the touchdown that put Texas up 21-0 there in the second quarter. Other notable games: Xavier Worthy, 6 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown. 6 catches on 7 targets. So they're still working him perfectly, because as we've said, as Sarkisian has said in past media availabilities, sometimes for Xavier to get 6 catches, you had to target him 10, 11 times.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
But he's been catching his way very well this season. Jonathan Brooks, now we're talking about him running the ball, catching the ball, 8 catches, 51 yards. So, he's like 28 touches, and he's about 150 all-purpose yards. He's actually up on the FBS national leaders in all-purpose yards. It'll be interesting to see where he lands once the NCAA updates those statistics. See if he's still in the top 10 there, which I believe he was 7 or 8 coming into the game. He was number 9 overall in rushing yards coming into the game with 726, I believe. So, just kind of in short, Texas found a way to win.
Yeah. They
escaped Houston. You want to win your clunkers, as they say. Kind of like what Oklahoma did against UCF today.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say this is college football. In these times of college football, it is literally week to week. It really is. You never know what team you're gonna get. Teams are a lot more even these days, even if the talent gap is still there. In terms of strategy, a lot of these coaches, there's a lot of intermingling, and there's a lot of guys are kind of doing some of the same stuff all around the country, and that is closing the gap in between teams, year after year. And you look at it like even today, earlier today at the time that I'm speaking, North Carolina was only up by a field goal on Virginia, who's had a very rough go of it, this year. And North Carolina's been very, very good, right? And then you mentioned Oklahoma and UCF. Oklahoma, and that Oklahoma UCF game was closer than the Texas OU game, which is wild to think about, considering the teams involved. So it's like whenever, and then obviously with Houston and Texas today, you never know what you're going to get when the ball is kicked off. Even if a team has been struggling, and even if they don't have as much talent as the other team on the other side, Yeah, it still could be a very close ball game if everybody, isn't on the same page and doesn't have their game tight.
Going back to that Virginia North Carolina game, I can see the game in our multi-viewer because it's on the CW, channel 54.
We gotta plug that
over the air.
Plug
if you want to watch college football.
Yep, CW lost.
Virginia is leading North Carolina 31-27 with $1:20 left in the game. Mac Brown looks concerned.
Yeah, as he should be. And who would have expected that? Who would have expected that going into this game, that Virginia would be leading late in the fourth quarter on the road at North Carolina?
Old coach Brown looks. He's sad.
He wants to look like the current Texas coach today at the end of this game, where he's just breathing a sigh of relief and saying, all right, well, we got the win, whatever. Yeah. We'll deal with the particulars later.
Yeah, maybe that'll happen. Who knows? Couple more things I want to highlight before we take off here. Houston was absolutely one-dimensional today on offense. 378 passing yards from Donovan Smith, 32 of 46, 3 tutties, and an interception. The interception came in the early fourth quarter.
Yeah,
Michael Taft picks him off in the end zone. Big play. Texas didn't get any points out of it, but it took the ball away from...
It took Houston, because Houston was going to score something. Yeah. They were in field goal range, so, obviously there's no guarantees even with a field goal, but it looked likely that they were going to get points on the board. That was a huge mistake by Donovan Smith, but a good job by Michael Taft to be in the right place at the right time. And he also, Michael Taft, shout out to him real quick, Billy, he came up with another big hit, actually, which forced Houston to have a fourth down.
Yes, there's a hit on Manchak over the middle.
Yeah, on Manchak over the middle. Yeah, Manchak had to leave the game briefly, I think, for like a play or two. But that was a big, and he had been having a great day, and that was a big play by Michael Taft. So Taft was definitely a crucial player on that Texas defense and that secondary.
Yes, and to complete the one-dimensional thought, Houston rushed for 14 yards. That's a 1 and a 4. 14.
That's a credit.
392 total yards, 14 of them came on the ground.
That's a credit to that Texas defensive line. They were not gonna let anything. They weren't gonna let a lot slip through the cracks.
They were good. Texas 4 for 4 in the red zone. That was a point of emphasis from the Oklahoma game when they were pretty bad at red zone scoring. So small improvement there. Well, actually, pretty big improvement. They went 4 for 4. And then the interception that Taft had was the only red zone possession that UH didn't score. They were 2 for 3. So pretty big play as we were talking about. We will see about Quinn Ewers. His injury, we'll know more maybe tomorrow, but probably Monday. Tomorrow being Sunday, because this is Saturday night.
Yes.
Texas escapes Houston. We're going to call it that because this game was way closer than it should have been. 31-24. And we're going to call it there. And for Jonathan Thomas, I'm Billy Gates. You've watched Instant Analysis. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate it. And we will talk to you again soon.